Hey, how's it going? It's your mystical tarot bun Katsumi here, and I've got a timeless career reading just for you. I trust the universe has guided you here right on time, so take what resonates and let the rest gently float away. Now let's hop in and see why you're being noticed, but not for the reasons you think. Ooh, so you have investment insight, okay? So something around you educating yourself on your investments, you're doing research, you're consulting with financial advisors, you're starting small businesses, like almost like you're building your portfolio, you're securing your financial future. People are looking at you like, okay, you know what you're doing. Also, you have a sense of professional growth around you in your atmosphere right now. So you're very focused on continuing your growth in your career. You're seeking feedback. You're embracing challenges, and you're pursuing opportunities that align with you and your long-term goals. I'm also getting like short-term goals too. Also, you have entrepreneurial spirit around you. I definitely got that when I saw the investment insight. So you just have investment insight, career insight in general. People are like gravitating towards that. But yeah, you're embracing your inner entrepreneur. And yeah, you're also identifying the passions and skills that you can monetize, and you're creating a business plan. Okay, you're also taking steps forward, perhaps the first steps forward, and you're launching a new venture, you're beginning a venture, you're starting a venture, you're working through a venture, anything related to that. Also, you've been building your emergency fund. So I'm getting a sense that some of you have told coworkers at work that you've just been building up your emergency fund just in case. And people are like, oh yeah, I need to do the same thing. You're investing smartly too. But yeah, you're just maintaining your emergency fund of 3 to 6 months, right? Keeping things accessible for you, replenishing if it's been used, right? And you're also making investments, very smart investments within your career, within finance. You're making informed investment decisions, or just informed decisions in general, not only just about money, but also within your career. You're researching opportunities, you're diversifying your portfolio, a lot of diversification of your portfolio. I'm getting a sense that you're also building up your skills. You're looking into where you can elevate in like your skill set in your career. How can you maneuver and traverse through some of the, almost getting like the emerging technologies of the world. You're also staying very patient in order to achieve these long-term goals of yours and have that growth that you desire. Ooh, you also have mindful spending, and you're also budgeting and planning. So you're just very mindful in terms of how you are spending your finances, how you're spending your time, how you're differentiating between your needs and your wants at this time. And that's allowing you to enhance your financial well-being, your career well-being, your personal well-being. You're also creating a realistic budget as well around what it is that you do, who you are. Okay. You're creating realistic budgets around your expenses. You're allocating your funds, right? You're just using your time very wisely, right? And this is how you show up in terms of financially, okay, materially. And that's really just helping you to stay grounded and really just track yourself. And you also have a sense of career passion here too. So you're following your career passion, you're identifying what excites you, and you're pursuing that and going forward, which is really nice. You're also aligning yourself with those interests, and you're staying motivated by your purpose. Very, very cool. So let's dig into, see what a little bit, what the universe also has to say in terms of the messages for you, in terms of why you're being noticed. Okay, so people see you as someone who's very lucky, and they also really love you as a person, so much so that you're their favorite at work, which is super funny. So for those of you who are not quite working at this time, people just love your energy in general. They see you as almost like a luck charm, okay? You're very forgiving. People love that about your demeanor, about your attitude, the way you show up, okay? Some of you sing. People really love that about you. People love that the voice that you almost like showcase is very like charismatic, okay? And I'm getting a sense of not manipulative. So like people see that whenever manipulative things happen around you, you're just like blocking off the manipulative like demeanor, the manipulative like situations and circumstances that are not serving you or others around you. All right, there's definitely a lot of manipulative spaces around you, but regardless of that, you put a padlock on that, you just shut it down. Definitely got that energy for sure. The metallic, interesting. I'm almost getting like rock band vibes, you know, like Metallica or something. Alrighty. Got a sense of like maybe you sing rock songs, okay, and a little bit of like definitely got a sense of like you almost have this like stranded island vibe where it almost feels like you're always chilling, right? If you were stranded on an island, you'd just be chilling, right? Very cool. Very like summery vibe. I'm getting like a charismatic, very chill, nonchalant. You know, you're always like relaxing. Very yeah. I'm just getting like really chill, relaxed vacation vibes coming off here. Okay, so that's how people are seeing you in your career, and you're like a chest. You're full of gems. Okay, um, and you got a little bit of like a twisted like you like always like you almost like I got like a humor, something like twisted humor or something like that, like a like topsy turvy, almost like the sarcasm is there. People like that as well. Okay, so let's dive in a little bit more to see what's happening in your past, present, future here. This is like more towards just like how you doing, what you've been up to, what's going on, and how people are seeing you at this time. Like what's making you be noticed, okay? Ooh, so you have the Five of Pentacles in your current situation. So with the Five of Pentacles, people see that you go through quite a bit of hardships, right? All right. You sometimes might be in an isolated position, but you're getting through that as you cover yourself up with these coats, right? You also have the King of Wands and what helps or hinders you through these circumstances. And with the King of Wands, you have a sense of mastery, leadership. You're very bold, full of integrity and charm, and you're a visionary, which is why you're able to come out of these situations very effortlessly. Wow, you have the World card in your subconscious and your influence. And with that, that almost brings a sense of like completion and unity. You have a wholeness around you. You're very fulfilled. You're very integrated in your work environment, which makes it almost like you're the best person to go to when anything gets crazy. You're just going through it effortlessly. You also have the Nine of Swords. What did I say? Nine of Swords, Four of Swords. So with the Nine of Swords, you have a sense of like in the past, like there might have been some sort of like nightmares towards something that might have put you through an overthinking phase of some kind. It might have been through anxiety or guilt. Like these are like just emotions that just pop up, right? And you're kind of just going through the upheavals of certain things in the past. Very interesting. Definitely seems like you are overcoming a lot of that though with your energies. So within your goals and ideals, you have the Eight of Pentacles and the High Priestess. So I also want to just go back. When I was mentioning the Nine of Swords, I had said something along the lines of Four of Swords. And the Four of Swords is about rest, healing, recovery, solitude, and retreat. So while you are going through some sense of anxieties and overcoming certain things in the background, in the underlayer of that, you have perhaps some sort of resting and recovery occurring, which is really allowing you to just heal and overcome those situations, which is why we see a little bit of Five of Pentacles in your current situation, but you are leading with the King of Wands there, which is really nice. So you are just healing and just overcoming the circumstances in your career that didn't work quite well in the past. And then within your goals and ideals, with the Eight of Pentacles, you have a sense of craftsmanship, almost like a mastery and dedication. You're full of dedication and drive for what it is that you're doing. You're very skilled, very focused, and you're just like full of creativity. You're so much so that you are like, what is it called? Like I'm getting like a blacksmith vibe where it's like you're kind of like putting hammer to the nail to create the gold pentacles. So you're creating your pentacles on your own accord, no matter what's happening around you. I love that. Eight of Pentacles is such a cool, very cool card. And then you have the High Priestess. So with the High Priestess, you are being very intuitive, a lot of mastery coming through there. You have a little bit of secrets. I think you're you're storing your tricks for another time, right? You're keeping your secrets unknown because you have a sense of inner truth and knowing about what's to come in your near future. So you're just building up your accolades, your achievements, and everything that is combined with that. And that's why you're coming up in such a strong position with that King of Wands in your current situation. No matter the hardships, you're overcoming everything with your sense of leadership. Ooh. Okay, you have King of Wands, Six of Wands in your near future. So King of Wands, this is all about a sense of like authority and truth, right? You have a lot of rationality in your decisions. You're making logical steps about things, and you're walking in your intellectual power, okay? And it's nice to see that you're on top of this horse with the Six of Wands. So with the Six of Wands, you're going through the sense of victory. You're pushing forward towards your victory. You're getting recognized in your career. You're getting rewarded, and you're having a sense of pride, so much so that you're able to sit upright on this horse here and traverse forward. Very nice to see. Ooh, universe wanted me to take these out. Justice and the Six of Cups. Ooh, so this is what's happening in your current approach at the moment. So with the Justice card, you have a sense of truth and balance coming in, a lot of fairness, so much so that this fairness is because of your accountability in terms of how you are maneuvering through your career. You're so accountable and fair with what it is you do. You have this very tranquil, I'm getting very truthful balance. It's really nice to see that. And with the Six of Cups, you have a sense of nostalgia, innocence, and kindness coming through. I love that. And right after the Six of Cups comes the Seven of Cups, which is about choices. So once you get to your seventh cup, you'll have even more choices around you. But for right now, you have that sense of nostalgia and innocence coming through in terms of what you do have. And then in your environment, you have the Queen of Pentacles. So this is all about being almost resourceful in what it is that you have. And you're nurturing that so much so that it becomes abundant, and you're rooted in that abundance as well. Okay, what you need to know is to kind of walk and traverse as the Empress, okay? So as you do that, take time to create, nurture, continue to build that abundance. We're getting a sense of fertility. So some of you are building families, right? So we have a sense of parenthood in that. But you're embodying that almost parenthood vibe, right? Almost like you're nurturing things, being almost like a guardian over the things that you care about. And in your final outcome, wow, you have the Ace of Pentacles in your final outcome. That's wow. So with the Ace of Pentacles, you are planting the seeds of prosperity. Opportunity is coming forth in that. And there's a lot of potential for many opportunities to come your way within your career, okay? So yeah, you're being noticed in quite a lot of ways because of your resilience, because of your craftsmanship, your leadership, because of the way that you are just going through things with your passionate pursuit and intensity with that King of Wands. You are just constantly I get this you never give up, and you just don't give in. You're just constantly moving forward. Wow. Okay, so you're also being noticed because of your self-protection. You protect your energy, you protect your boundaries. You have a dual nature about you where you are going through hardships, but you don't show it, or you are kind of just going through that very balanced phase in how you maneuver through things. Very cool. Okay, you also have a lot of attention to detail. Very, very cool to see that. You're very detailed, very full of pride. You care about the work that you do in your career, all right? You're almost tailoring the pieces together with that tailor card. You also are a scholar. You like to investigate things. You like to research. We got a lot of that with the smart investing, the smart planning, the smart budgeting, with anything that you're doing in your career. And you also have a sense of balance and invention coming through with the Alchemist. You're able to alchemize things, and you're also able to create and destroy at the same time. Okay, you also have a sense of determination coming through and certainty in your action. And because of that, you're able to make bold and concise decisions towards what it is that you want to do in your career. And you also have a sense of inheritance. So it's looking to be like you're going to inherit some sort of role in your career, or you're going to build something that you will be inheriting to your family, especially with that Empress, Queen of Pentacles vibes there. And you have like a little bit of like correction happening too. So you do make corrective action when needed, which is why people notice these beautiful like almost like I got this word like facets, like almost like they notice all the facets of your personality, so much so that they almost feel like a sense, almost like guided towards that, or like almost they almost are like magnetized or pushing forward with that energy coming through. But yeah, those are all the reasons why you're being noticed right now. But perhaps many of these are reasons you know, or you may not know to begin with, but these are very wonderful things to be noticed for. But yeah, that's all the messages I have for you today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. And if this reading resonated, don't forget to like, comment, and join our cozy community by subscribing. And until next time, trust your path and let the universe work its magic.